I mean, one of the things we know is gratitude is what we call social emotion. I mean, certainly we can be grateful for things when we look around when we're alone, but we often experience gratitude in the presence of others, often for things that they might do for us. But we can also be inspired by other people's gratitude to be more grateful ourselves. And this is one of the things that came out of the event that Chris Blackmore and myself pulled together a couple of years back, called the Sheffield Wall of Gratitude. And what we had was we had set up some cards with the classic gratitude exercise. This is sort of a tool that you use to train yourself to be more grateful, and over time you can develop more of this grateful mindset, which is basically 3 good things. Write down 3 good things, in your life or that happened to you today. We left it wide open for people to do. We had these cards available in different languages as well too, so that people could be more inclusive that way. And we laid the cards out on a table, and we had a huge wall. It was a massive wall in the Millennium Gallery, and we had taped off spaces where these, what we call gratitude bricks. Okay, so the idea was there's so many walls being put up between people. Why not put up a wall of gratitude to bring people together? Sort of the antithesis of that. So we had all these bricks spaces and blank spaces just waiting for people to put the cards up. All they had to do was write down the 3 good things and put them up on the wall. So we, knowing, obviously as a psychologist, that if it's a blank wall, people are going to be nervous about putting something up there, right? So we put a few up ourselves to get things going. And then this was an event over 3 days. We watched people come in, and it was quite fascinating. I wasn't there the whole time, but I'd popped in a few times just to observe how people were interacting with this wall of gratitude, because it's a public event. There was other, events and other installations there going on at the Festival of the Mind. And people would come up, and they wouldn't go over to, nobody was anxious to write 3 good things. They wanted to go up and they wanted to read, and you could see they were hesitant to engage with it. So they'd go up and they'd slowly walk and they'd read the other things that people were grateful for. You could see them chuckling and smiling. People put some silly things. Some people put some very serious things that were very touching as well. And you could tell the people that had come along initially, just looking to observe, after they read what other people were grateful for, they felt inspired to then think about what they were grateful for. So there was a contagion almost of gratitude. Seeing what other people writing down what they were grateful for inspired them then to write it down. So inevitably people started writing down, and by the end of the first day, or even before the end of the first day, the wall was full. We had to actually start curating and taking things down to make space for people so they could put them up, because every new set of group of individuals that came in would do the same thing. They'd read, and now there's hundreds of these things up there, and they're like, oh, I want to do this too. So I think that in terms of social harmony, when we see or hear about what other people are grateful for, it reminds us to be grateful. And grateful not just for things, but I think for people. And that way it can sort of create sort of a social harmony. And I think, in the current circumstances too, when people do little things for us, it means that much more as well. And expressing that gratitude or hearing about other people who are grateful, again, I think it has that kind of contagious element to it that can sort of bring people together in a very powerful way.